and there was a lot of real dumb girls that went to our school, like real dumb. Like not, and they were, some of them were hot, but some of them weren't even hot, and you're like, damn, you're gonna have problems in life. Like that, the ones that were hot just found like really like
Poor girls.
Yeah, they just found like really, they're gonna get rich boyfriends or something like that later in life.
They're gonna do fine.
Yeah, they have smoking bodies. They're just real empty.
And that's it.
upstairs.
That's
Yeah,
it.
just real brain dead. And you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But they were on my school bus going home in high school all the time, so I had lots of time to fuck with them. And there's just multiple fucking things that I could have done, but this is just one of the handful of things that I did. I sat like 3 or 4 of them down, like 3 of the 4, the dumbest of the dumb ones. And
You handpicked them.
yeah, I handpicked the dumbest ones because nobody with half a brain cell would fall for this.
Yeah.
I sat them down, and for no apparent reason, I just felt like getting shits and giggles that day. I said, did you guys know that there's no 11:14 at night? And they all turned to me like, what? What do you mean? I was like, there's no 11:14 at night.
Just the time, no time. That isn't a factual time.
Yeah, 11:14 does not exist. Your clock will go from 11:13 to 11:15 every single night. And they're like, what are you talking about? That's not true. Like, I'm telling you, watch your clock. That's what happens. And I went into this long story about how like a year isn't actually 365 days. It's 365 and a quarter. So that's why we have a leap year every 4 years.
You just made all this up on the spot?
But that's actually true. That's true. That's why we have a leap year every 4 years, is because 360. It's not 365 days in a year. It's 365 and a quarter.
Yeah.
Every 4 years we get an extra day. That's the leap year. So I made that up about the 24-hour clock. I was like, it's actually only 23:59 minutes in a day. They had to take one out because that's just the way our system works. So they just took out one late at night that it doesn't really affect that many people. It's not in the middle of the day. And they're like, oh shit, really? And 2 of them came back to me the next day saying, I sat at my clock for 20 minutes.
Waiting for it?
I saw that it was just before 11, and I sat there and stared at the clock for 20 minutes. And
They actually all did it.
yes, I made 2 retarded girls stare at a clock for 20 minutes. And they're like, there was 11:14, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I tried to keep it going by saying,
It's not this year or something.
no, I was just saying, oh, well, you must have like a clock that doesn't do that automatically. Do you ever know? This is exactly what I said. I said, do you ever notice how your clock starts to speed up after a while? Like your time's not right. All of a sudden it speeds up. It's because you don't have that setting on. Your minute doesn't go away.
Such an
And they were like, oh shit. Some of them are like, no, you're fucking with me. But
And they're
like,
back on board. They're like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about.
exactly. And if
Yeah.
you just say things with confidence, sometimes retarded people will believe you.
It works.
Yeah, you just gotta say
Look at
shit
Trump.
with confidence. I know.
It worked for Trump, man.
I do that a lot, and it's funny. But I don't think that's as good as this one, that I slept with my friend's dad when I was in high school.
You? This is you?
Yeah, this is me. I
Okay.
slept with my friend's dad in high school, and now this doesn't make any sense. She doesn't know that my son is her brother.
Oh.
Yeah. So she got pregnant in high school. Nobody knows who the father is. Turns out it's your dad.
Oh.
Imagine that. This is your little brother
Jesus.
that I'm carrying around to school
That's your dad.
because I'm 16 and your dad fucked me. Like, she's in high school.
That's
she can't be that
crazy.
old. If your dad fucked me in high school, I would probably press charges. if he made me have a baby, why wouldn't I get an abortion? Why wouldn't
Yeah.
he forcibly make me get an abortion?
Yeah, that's weird.
This is insane.
Are they Vikings?
I don't know. But I
Jesus.
think this one takes the cake.
Here we go. Here we go.
Me convincing somebody that 11:14 at night doesn't exist doesn't even compare to somebody who fucked their dad's friend and had a baby.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
All right, so this I don't think is that bad. I like this one. Okay. I've cheated on every test that I've ever taken, and now I'm in college and I can't stop. And
This is you writing this.
That's what I was about to say. Literally, I cheated on every fucking test. I was so smooth at cheating. I just kept figuring out more crafty ways, and by the end of it, I had a wireless Bluetooth headphone that before they were like a thing. Before like every fucking iPhone came with a wireless Bluetooth headphone, nobody knew about them. That's
you had it on the MP3 player or some shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I had all the documents. Like I wrote them out and turned them into an MP3 document that like just played it out in like Microsoft Sam.
Yeah.
And I just basically played the answers to the test in my ear while I was fucking writing a test. I I was an
That's
asshole.
dirty.
It was dirty. Work smarter, not harder, people.
It would work in a cycle the whole time.
Yep,
You would say the question, then the answer, the question, then the answer.
No, it would just play through all my notes. It wouldn't say specifically the answer. So
okay.
sometimes it would suck because you'd have to bounce around on the test and be like,
Yeah.
like you'd be
I
like,
missed it,
I
fuck."
missed it, and then you'd have to wait for a while and you'd stall out, and it sucked when you're on like the last question and you're like, fuck, I missed that part. Fucking
Ryan, why is it always you that takes 5 hours to write these tests? I'm thinking.
I'm
I'm
thinking.
thinking really hard.
Yeah, but it's weird that my brain just goes in this weird like 20-minute cycle that
Yeah.
it just keeps repeating.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I think literally the worst thing I've ever done is
Let's hear it.
something to my mom, and it's gonna be worse than anything you've ever done. Do you?
Should I say one
What's
more?
the worst thing that you did?
I stabbed my sister.
Okay, maybe you might be better. Yours is
I was
worse.
stabbing a little plastic ball with a shish kebab when I was
Wait,
a kid.
this is serious? You stabbed your sister? I thought you were joking.
There's a little. I know, it's kind of funny, but no, there's a little purple ball, like a basketball, a very small, little squishy one, and I kept trying to stab it. My sister, she was a kid. She's like, no, and she put her hand in front of it, and I just went like into the top of her hand, and I pulled the thing out, and just like a fountain of blood was coming down her. She's like, ah!
Was it on purpose?
Like, oh god! No, I was fucking like
okay,
jackhammering
that's not
it.
mean.
I was like jackhammering it, and I got. Hold on, I'm not done. One more.
An accident is not mean.
So
though.
okay, hold. I know.
Because you stabbed your sister. If she reached for the ball
I
and
was
you were
trying
like
to
and you were like fuck you don't take my ball and you stabbed her in the hand, that
Yeah.
would be funny.
See, what's mean about my story is that I was trying to stab her ball.
Oh, okay.
I'm crazy, dude.
That's not funny.
Okay, hold on, I got one more. So I used to work at this grocery store, and I would travel because I was renovating all the grocery stores on night shifts. And every time the owner was a douchebag, because I would travel all the time, right? You'd see some nice owners, some bad ones. Every time there was a douchebag owner, I would take an upper decker in their toilet.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Okay,
I would
that-
laugh the whole time when I'm shitting. It's so
Alright.
funny. Have you ever taken an upper decker?
Oh, I think
Really?
I've done it never in somebody's actual toilet. Like I've never done it to like fuck with somebody.
not an upper decker.
I've done it in abandoned houses and stuff like that. So
That's
it's
funny.
It's not hurting anyone. I've just wanted to take an upper decker.
I
But
hurt their plumbing.
Yeah, you-
but I did to 3 different no-frills. It's pretty funny.
You have to flush like 40 fucking times to get the shit water out. There's always like shit particles in the upper
Well,
tank.
there's like a log, right? You gotta like scoop it out, I'd imagine, or maybe it just like dissolves.
you don't look in the tank. You flush it and then the turd just gets obliterated.
Yeah, that's true. They don't know what the problem is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you could just reach in there and grab the turd out, fucking that would be no problem.
It's
You just
so
throw it in the
mean.
bottom. But no, it just gets obliterated and you get a shit typhoon in there.
Yeah.
And then all the shit particles are everywhere. It's a
Yeah.
really mean thing to do, but very funny.
Yeah. Oh, that was my that was my highlight of my life.
Okay.
Anyways, please.
Mine is worse. Mine I did to my mother, so which is much worse.
You shit in her
I
toilet.
really wish I could remember what she did to piss me off, because I can guarantee the punishment did not fit the crime.
Yeah.
Like she probably was like, "You can't play video games too late tonight," and I was like, "Fuck you." No, it wasn't that bad. It was something where I was like, "She's being a bitch,"
Yeah.
but it wasn't that bad. I guarantee it was not that bad. But she had this face cream that she used to like take off of her makeup.
You
Everything.
jizzed in the fucking face cream?
No, I did not jizz in her
That's
face cream.
pretty sick.
I will get to it. She used it. She took this goop out and she fucking rubbed it on her eyes. And she
Oh,
got
I know
her.
what-
She take her mascara off.
I know what you're gonna say.
And I got really mad at her one day. So I was in her room, and what I did, I thought it was funny to just like teabag her pillow, because I was just really mad at her. So I just wiped my balls across her pillow that she was sleeping on.
No way.
Yeah. And while I was doing that, I
found the cream.
I realized, I was like, that cream is there. I noticed the cream. I was like, well, my dick's already out. What can I do here? I walked over to it. I kinda like 4 or 5 spurts of piss.
You pissed in her fucking face cream?
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm such a terrible person.
That's worse than I thought you were gonna say.
What did you think
That's
I was gonna
so
do?
bad.
What did you think? Oh, you thought I was gonna teabag it.
No, well,
you
no,
think?
well, I was thinking that, but then no. I thought
You
you were,
thought
I thought you were
jizzing in
gonna put super glue in it, because you said she's putting it on her eyes. I was like, oh, that'd be hilarious.
I think that's worse, because she didn't know.
that's
that
like
there was piss.
that's like a practical joke.
She never. Okay, to this day, she has no idea that I peed in her eye cream.
Yeah.
No.
You should send her this video.
Of course.
Sorry, mom.
She's now she knows, because she's our #1 fan. Hi, mom.
She's a mirror.
Yeah, but
That's fucking
I
crazy.
know.
You pissed in her face
It's
cream.
so mean. And
Oh,
she,
Ryan.
The best / worst part about it is this cream was probably like this big, It was a huge jar.
She's probably still using
She
it.
might be. That's the thing.
Ask her.
She used like a fingertip amount of it, but it was a fucking like giant Costco size mayonnaise jar of fucking like cream that she used to take off her
Yeah.
makeup. And she wiped her eyes with my piss cream for years.
For eternity.
For years. For probably not letting me go to a party. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what she did.
Do you ever go over there and like now and like present time and check in on
Check
it?
to see if
go
she-
go right to her room. Hey, mom, what's going on? You just run upstairs.
what cream do you use to take off your makeup?
I really need to know.
I'm asking for a
I
friend.
turned gay. Yeah. I'm asking
Crystal wants to know because she might buy you one. I don't know. It's just unrelated. Just what
Yeah.
cream? Does
I
it
just want
does it smell like urine?
to know. That's my favorite kind. I just need to know.
She's like, I don't know. It smells like piss, but it works great. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll strip the fucking paint off a house, but it smells like piss. I don't know.
Well, she's the proof if piss is good for your skin.
My mom looks beautiful, and
Yeah.
I
That's what it
I
is.
take credit for that. I peed on my mom's face.